Sir or madam, back there. Baffle Wagwagon, helping out at AlanCoxShow.com. While you're there, by the way, get your early bird tickets for Buzzard Fest. We've announced the return of Buzzard Fest, a legend in Northeast Ohio, been on hiatus for 23 years. We are bringing it back this summer, August 4th, at Victory Park. You can get your early bird tickets right now for $40. They start at $40. So go to WMMS.com or AlanCoxShow.com. Get all the details there. Rover will have all of the lineup information for you on Tuesday morning. But Buzzard Fest is returning in all its glory. It's a great lineup. And we'll tell you all about it next week. But grab the early bird tickets.
And we're getting the Beatles back together.
Well, you know what? That's the power of the Buzzard. So full details coming next week, but jump on the early bird tickets. I know a lot of people have already grabbed them. Obviously, they will get more expensive closer to the date, but it's a great lineup for the return of Buzzard Fest. That's nothing that you can half-ass. So we're all going to be out there. We'd love to have you out there with us. Very exciting to be here when that returns. If you listen to us on iHeartRadio from wherever, you can always leave us voicemail, not voicemail, a little talkback button there. You can leave messages.
Hey, Alan, you talked about them releasing information about Coolio's death. While he did have meth and heroin in his system, it's fake news because he also shot up the COVID vaccine. So we all know that's what really killed him, Alan.
Duh. He might
back straight.
Yeah, he might be onto something there. Did Coolio get the COVID vaccine? Oh, my God. Isn't it amazing how nobody talks about that anymore because people aren't dropping dead from the COVID vaccine? You know, for a while they were like, just wait 3 months and millions of people will be dead. People are fine, doing okay. Don't worry about it. Although the summertime COVID variant is already showing up and it's bringing pink eye with it. So, sure. How do you normally get pink? Historically, how do you normally get pink eye?
Pillow farts.
Farts in your pillow. That's right. But the new coronavirus variant, XBB.1.16, has got pink eye.
Sounds like the coolest variant so far. That's a cool name.
XBB.1.6.
Yeah.
I'm over it.
Sounds very...
Sounds like a Rush song.
Yeah.
In 3 parts.
Very modern, very futuristic.
You're over it, man.
I'm over it, dude. I don't care anymore.
Don't care about what?
COVID. I quit.
These
COVID.
These are just variants.
Whatever, dude.
We're not in lockdown territory. It's part of life now.
I know. I've had it 3 times.
Because people complained about masks.
I've still never tested positive. Never had a positive
I've got
test.
it 3 times, full blown. Shakes.
I only had it once.
Quivers.
Didn't do anything to me.
Knocked me on my ass the last time I had it in L.A. At this point, I'm like, you know what? Talk to me 2 years ago when my dad died and I was a sobbing, heaving mess. I still get some of that trauma whenever COVID comes back into my life.
No, but keep picking up money off the floor of public bathrooms.
This is what I'm saying, is that at the same time, it's
life.
just going to end up being...
you got to live your life.
It's going to end up being something that's just a part of life now. You know what I mean?
Well, not end up. It is.
That's what I mean, is that like... Yeah, am I going to stop picking up ground 20s because I'm afraid of getting COVID? 2 years ago, sure. Now? Nah.
Well, XBB.1.16 has been detected in 29 countries, including the U.S. And again, this is not the summer of 2020, right?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
They're not ringing alarm bells. They're just saying, hey, there's still variants. A lot of people are not in good shape. A lot of people are still unvaccinated. This time around, it's presenting with pink eye for some people. Which do you prefer, Bill? You said that's a cool, modern-sounding name.
Yeah.
They're also calling it Arcturus.
Ooh,
that sounds even fancier.
That's a tough choice. Arcturus or XBB.1.16. Sounds like an IP address. But Arcturus.
Yeah, Arcturus sounds like a new Kia.
Yeah, the Arcturus.
A brand new Kia Arcturus, now theft-proof.
Arcturus.
Right. It's Arcturus is the brightest star in the northern constellation of Bootis.
They're naming them after stars now?
Buddhist,
rocking everywhere. Pink eye everywhere. The constellation Bootis, which the guy, when we were in Sedona, pointed out to us on our night sky tour. I had never heard of it before. So now, since this is brand new information to me that I now have in my head, makes me sound like I know what I'm talking about. But I just learned about it. This guy had like this lightsaber, thin laser pointer that literally looked up. He was using it as a pointer in the constellations, and it looked like he was touching the stars with it. It was wild what this guy was doing. But the Corona Borealis, he pointed out, and then the Bootes constellation, and within that is Arcturus, the brightest star in that constellation. Boötes, I'm sorry. I'm being told by space nerds it's pronounced Boötes, not Bootes.
I like Buddhist.
Bootes, and there's an umlaut over the second O. Boötes. And Arcturus is in there. So they've given the new COVID variant, at least the one with pink eye, because that's easier to remember the next BB.1.16. That'll be the next thing Elon Musk names his kid. And now that India has leapt ahead as the most populous country in the world, they've leapfrogged China as the nation with the biggest population. They're seeing surges there too. But whatever. If let's say you go, hey, I've had COVID. I've never had pink eye before. Gotta catch them all. It's like Pokemon.
Dude, pink eye sucks.
Never had it.
Really? You wake up, your eyes are glued together, super itchy, and you go to like open it, but you can't because it's literal like crust all across your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you open it, it's all goopy and disgusting, and then your eye just leaks for like 2 straight days. You gotta go get on drops
and you get this from,
antibiotics.
Was it Erica years ago? We said Ian was farting into her pillow. She had pink eye.
I got it when we moved from the dorms into a house in college. And me and all my roommates got it like within the first week of us being in our house. So we think that maybe it was a foreclosure home. So we're thinking that like the heat system hadn't been running a while. And then when we were there, it was just pushing all that dust and debris and stuff into our eyes.
And so because is that the same thing as conjunctivitis? Is
Yes.
that pink eye? So how, it's just a bacteria or what is it? It's just,
I think, antibiotics and the drops that they give you clear it up, but like you wake up with, that's the last time I had it. So it was like 10 years ago. And it was like overnight it developed and I woke up and my eye was literally like it was glued shut with like, you know how you get sleepies, but times 1,000 to the point where you can't even, real goopy and gross.
Don't people get that like if they don't take out their contacts for a long period of time?
You can get it from, not washing off makeup, from all kinds of stuff.
There was a guy I knew I went to high school with. He would always, his contacts were not like 30-day contacts. They were like daily contacts that he was supposed to take out. And he would sleep in them. He would never take them out. And I'm like, my mom told me early on, because I begged her for contacts. And she's like, well, you need to be diligent with them and you got to have like good hygiene. I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I knew that early on that I wasn't supposed to like keep them in for a long period of time. This dude never took them out. And I was like, dude, you're going to get a parasite in there. He's like, oh, that's cool, blah, blah, blah. Dude,
Did you? He said, oh, that's cool?
Yeah, because he didn't believe me. Like, he was just like, cool, I've never had a parasite in my eye. And like, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, like, your eyes need to breathe. You can't just leave that on there if it's not supposed to be on there. Like, I guess there's pores or something in
so
your
you
eye.
did, there are. So you did have contacts at one point?
I still have contacts. I just don't wear them. But when I first got them, like my mom, I was a dirty teenager. I'm still a dirty adult, but like I was especially a dirty teenager. She's like,
well, this is what I'm saying. Your mom was probably right to tell you shouldn't mess with contacts because it requires very stringent and disciplined hygiene.
But she told me that before I got them, and I knew that going in because she was like, I know you're gonna want to take a nap or whatever, and you're gonna want to leave them in. Don't leave them in. So I was telling him, I was relaying the information to this dude in my class, and he's like, yeah, whatever, I don't care. I'm just going to leave them in. He came in one day, and he had like, I don't know if it was pus or like, it was something yellow behind his eyes, and he's like, oh.
Looked like Dracula.
He's like, I have to go get surgery. They have to like remove it. I'm like, ugh. He had some type of like infection in his eye. I was like, can you see? He's like, I can see with these contacts on. He was like, I don't know if I can see after I take them off. I'm like, you got like a microorganism underneath your eye.
A microorganism under your eye, and he thought that was pretty cool if he had a parasite.
Under your contact, yeah.
Wow.
He had it underneath his lens. You could like see it. It was like a little yellow haze. It looked like, I don't know, like you have dust or something under there. It was weird.
Mary, were you and your roommates, were you worried that somebody had been farting into that heating system?
I don't think so. I think it was just an old house. Unless there were vagrants coming to fill our air filters with farts. I do not know.
Alan Arcturus was also Hank Scorpio's plan to take over the world in The Simpsons. Remember Hank Scorpio?
Yeah.
Arcturus, when Albert, what's his name? His real name's Albert Einstein. He's Bob
Albert
Einstein's-
Brooks.
Albert Brooks, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sheriff warns about finding folded dollar bills in your yard.
Oh, I saw this.
When they opened it up, they found meth. Now, you didn't find meth in your bathroom 20, did you?
Let me look.
Sniff it and see.
Oh, I just put it in my purse.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't
no.
think so.
It's okay.
Do you sniff meth or do you like burn it?
You can.
You can do whatever
Well,
you
if
want
it's
to
in
with
money,
it.
it's probably a
You
powder.
mean smoke it? Burn it.
I don't see any
I
powder.
don't know. I just remember.
Hey, man, let's go burn some pot.
Let's go burn it.
Burn some meth.
drug
smells like
people-
cigarettes.
Well, yeah, everything down there smells like cigarettes.
But yeah, there's no powder in it. If meth was a powder. Is meth a powder?
It's rocks.
Meth is rocks?
Yes.
I don't know.
Hey,
Meth-
man,
I've
meth
never
ain't
done-
that bad.
Didn't you watch
Breaking Bad?
I did, but I didn't know if it could come in different forms.
What's the one you burn in the
I mean, you
spoon? Is that
can, like,
heroin?
Crush it up and snort it.
Yeah.
But, people prefer to smoke it.
Okay.
Real meth heads smoke it. I mean,
If you're
Yeah,
like-
yeah,
if
like-
you're serious about it.
Yeah, like, what's his name? Rob Ford, former mayor of Toronto.
he smoked crack.
Oh, it wasn't meth? It was
Yeah,
crack. Oh, it was he was up there doing rocks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we've talked about, since we're talking about money being found and grabbed, we have had a spirited argument in the past about grabbing money off the highway if the Brinks truck opens up.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I am very con. You guys are very pro.
Yes.
Your guys' rationale is it's the money's federally insured.
Mm-hmm. It's free money.
It's free money,
It's from
right?
God.
It's from God.
My thought is it's not my money, so it doesn't matter where it's coming from.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to act like I'm putting it back in the truck and like I'm helping out.
and slip a
And
20.
slip a-
Yeah, there you go.
That way
One
I'll
to
take it
$20 bill.
One
Yeah,
for
take
me,
it like
one
maybe
for
$80 to
you.
$100.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy, but like, yeah.
Get yourself a tank of gas, maybe
Yeah.
a snack.
So
Free wings, as Mary puts it.
let me get you this variant on the story.
All
A
right.
guy who was somehow, and I'll show you this if you're watching the live stream, a guy who was somehow pissed at his family, or they really didn't delve into detail, but he empties the family's joint bank account, takes $200,000, which the cop said he didn't do anything wrong because his name is on the account, proceeds to drive down the road throwing the money out the window.
I love this. I'm
Yeah.
following
People
him
okay, here's
by foot, rollerblades. I don't care what type of wheels I have near
Rollerblades.
me. I'm finding wheels and I'm following this guy.
She has the wheelies on. or-
Yeah, Heelys.
Heelys is what I'm thinking about. yeah.
Heelys is what you're right.
2 wheels.
That's all you need. All right, here's this story.
It's a cash giveaway on the highway. Look at these people counting $100 bills, which had been thrown from the window of a speeding car. Police say the 38-year-old driver threw a whopping $200,000 in cash
He's
from
too
his
close to the
car
road for
as
me.
he drove along.
I know, Les Trent from Inside Edition.
He
What a
needs to
great
stand
name.
in like the grassy knoll area.
The grassy knoll. Yeah, he definitely needs to move into the median there.
Interstate in Eugene, Oregon. And get this, cops say he drained his family's bank account and then proceeded to literally throw it out the window.
This guy was driving up and down I-5, dropping out tons of cash.
Chaos erupted as motorists pulled over looking for a wall.
Now, this is a guy doing it.
Yeah.
So that's when I would go, okay.
It's
go
his
get
money.
That, right. Go get that money.
Yes, but you don't know that while he's doing it. It could easily be a bank robber trying to cover his tracks. Like he's like, I'm
Also
gonna give
That's
away.
a good way to
Why
cover
does
your
a guy
tracks.
But why does a guy rob a bank and then throw it out the window?
For
Chaos.
this type of thing, yeah. Because he's like, oh, I have $1 million. What's $200,000? This is just,
But if there's nobody chasing him,
I don't know. I'm just thinking.
okay.
You don't know.
Well, you're right. You don't know. You're
you
right.
don't know the guy's circumstances. He could have stolen that money, and now everyone else.
Well,
is
and
accomplices.
unfortunately, in this situation, the rest of the family is trying to get the money back. So good luck with that. I mean,
Wad of bills. Word spread fast.
Some friends called me and said that they got $2,000.
They left their cars on the side of the road with traffic whizzing by. Just a hand.
imagine your car gets hit, and you have $5,000 worth of damage to your car, and you're like, I only scooped up $3,500. Well, I don't know if insurance covers you if you pulled over to go grab loose money out of
someone else hit you. Why wouldn't it cover you? It doesn't matter why you're pulled over.
Act of God.
A handful of people wondered if this was the
Insurance company's job is to make sure that they don't pay you any money. They'll always look for a reason.
right thing to do.
We have one of the people who picked up the large sum of cash, $1,800 worth, pulled over to the side of I-5 wanting to know what to do with the money.
The next morning, stragglers were still looking for a few bucks that may have been...
That's somebody trying to cover their ass. They call the cops and go, hey, I have $1,800. What should I do with it? It was in the road.
That
and
would
they're
be
like,
you.
Yeah, that would be you.
No, it wouldn't.
Someone trying to cover the, hey, so
Hello,
there's a
the
person-
police. I just want to know how to be the best citizen that I could possibly be in this case.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm out here trying to live in a society and be a good citizen.
Oh, he was just
sorry.
handing it out. I
Yeah.
don't know if I did
That
something
would
wrong.
100% be Alan.
It would not.
Listen, I'm not trying to do anything hinky here. I have a wife and a kid. You know.
He got your number, bro.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call the cops after scooping it. Listen, if you're going to get out and scoop up the money, you're not going to report it. You're getting out to scoop up the money.
Okay.
No, you don't call the cops either. Don't get out, keep going, or get out and scoop up the money.
I just
You don't
can't,
scoop it up and then call the authorities.
I can't imagine a scenario where someone sees you, Alan Cox, and then like sees your license plate, you not feel a little guilty.
How do they know what my license plate is?
Well, they see you getting back into
AC
your car.
cash catcher.
They're not going to recognize me. I have a very common face.
Common, but you also have the license plate holder that gives it away.
That is the giveaway. I have my White Sox license plate holder. You're right.
left behind. The dude who is said to have tossed out the family bank-
I like that.
The dude abides, and he's out there tossing out money.
tossed out the family bank account has been identified as Colin Davis McCarthy. State troopers say he does not face theft charges because his name was on the joint bank account, along with a bunch of other family members.
This guy isn't in any legal trouble at all.
This guy's name is Royal Oaks. Look at
Hell
this
yeah.
guy.
I
That's
love
gotta
that.
be fake. Royal Oaks.
Well, that's the thing, dude. I mean, he's not doing
I was
anything
born
wrong.
outside Detroit, and what?
He's not doing anything wrong. It's his money. You want to light it on fire, you can do
I
whatever you
know.
want with it.
Actually,
right.
you can't light it on fire. That's actually a federal offense.
No,
Lighting
you
money
can
on fire?
burn your money.
You
That's
can't
not a
burn
federal
the
offense.
flag.
Burn
Is that
your
what you're
money.
thinking
You
of?
can burn the flag too. That's
Yeah,
protected.
That's protected free speech.
You can't deface a mailbox. That's federal property. But you can burn money. It's your money. Why can't you burn it?
What if you
belongs
draw
to
a
the
face
government.
on a mailbox? Are you allowed to do
Money
that?
doesn't belong. Poundcake. You can burn your money if you want to.
Okay. I
Or
didn't
they're
know
going to
that.
kick down your door and go, "What'd you burn all your money?" Yeah, you're under arrest.
I didn't, because I thought there's an account for everything. Like they know
No, it's
how much cash is out there.
It's legal tender, which just means you can use it for things.
okay.
But it's not a federal offense to burn money.
Do it, Cody.
Because he was on the account. He had a right to throw the money away, as crazy as it sounds.
The family
As crazy as
says,
it sounds.
please return it. That money is very much needed by the family.
Oh, well.
Yeah, when you have a mental patient in your house, maybe take their name off
Right.
of the joint bank
account,
account. This poor family, they're like, Jesus Christ, this was all the money we had. This guy emptied it out, threw it out on the road.
Mary, could you imagine having a joint bank account with your family?
No. Are you joking me? I would never put anyone's name on anything I own. Because something like this would happen. My brother would get mad. They'd hear through the grapevine someone got an abortion. They'd take all their money, just like they want to take our rights. And they're throwing it out the window because they're the men.
This is what happens when you vote for Biden.
Right.
And the next thing you know, money on the highway.
Right.
This dude. No, I would absolutely not call the cops, but I would be the guy that would call the family if I had that money. Hey, I got $1,800. This is your money.
Dude, you're so annoying.
I hate him. He guilt trip everybody else. Like, you really
No,
need
I'm not.
that money?
I'm not telling anybody else what to do. I'm saying that I wouldn't call the cops and go, "Hey, I got $1,800," because if I stopped and scooped it up. But if I'm watching TV and they got the family in front of the battery of mics, they're like, "This is all.
Crying.
Yes, this is all the money we had." I go, "Hey, listen, this is
See,
your."
now when you say that, I'd probably feel a little bit bad.
Well, of
too.
course,
I'm
because
like,
you
But
can
I
put
don't-
you put a face to the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they got to pull themselves up by their bootstraps.
Yeah, that's
Amen.
true.
That's what they got to do.
Ain't
They don't-
nobody gonna give you a handout in this life.
If you wanted to keep that money safe, you should have taken that dude off the bank account. You knew who he was. You knew he shouldn't have had access. That's on you.
Stop relying on the nanny state.
Things happen for a reason.
That's true.
Fate, all that crap comes into play in a situation like this.
Now you believe in it.
Your true reward is in the next life.
No.
Okay, I got a break. I'll have those incarceration passes for you. It's Limp Bizkit and Pantera and Lamb of God.